station that's on your side. You're watching News 3 Today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Kim Gusby.
And I'm Ben Katko. Thanks for joining us here on News 3 Today. It's just not a great Monday.
No.
Plain and simple, there it is. It's just not a great Monday.
It's a meh. I wouldn't go as far as to say miserable, but meh.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin your whole day.
No, not at all. Let's take a live look from our Dozier log cam right now. This is what it looks like, and it actually looks better than it is.
Well, it was miserable more like at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Okay.
But now it's just kind of meh.
Meh, okay.
It's a little damp, it's overcast, not going to see a whole lot of sun, although there could be a few peaks from time to time today. Spiro's live Titan radar is pretty quiet right now, so you may be wondering what all this hoopla is today about severe weather we've been talking about. Notice down to the south, we have a line of showers and thunderstorms across the Florida Panhandle, right, really in the Big Bend area. You can see a lot of lightning down there. That's the front that moved through yesterday. You notice it got really chilly all of a sudden. We were in the upper 80s for highs yesterday, and then yesterday evening it got kind of cool and breezy. That was a backdoor front. It's now down to our south, but it lives back to the north as a warm front later today, and that's why there is the potential that we do destabilize again with severe thunderstorms possible late this afternoon and evening. Damaging wind gusts, large hail, those will be our main concerns for today, but an even bigger risk of severe weather comes tomorrow. 65 in Savannah right now, 67 Richmond Hill, 68 in Glenville, so it's mild but still comfortably cool. We get into the mid-70s later as that warm front lives through. So a high of 75 today. Warm, but not nearly as warm as yesterday. And the rain chance will kind of gradually increase as we move through the afternoon, possibly even hold off until after sunset tonight. But we'll talk much more about that and the even greater risk of severe weather coming for tomorrow in just a few minutes.
So hold on to that umbrella.
Yeah, you'll need it the next couple days.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kyle.
All right.
Savannah police are investigating a deadly shooting this morning. It happened around 9:30 last night on Hearst Avenue near Montgomery Crossroad on Savannah's south side.
One man died at the scene. Police have not said who he is yet, nor have they released any information about a suspect. News 3 will keep following this story. We'll keep you updated here on air and online at WSAV.com.
Glenn County police are also investigating a murder this morning. The body of 22-year-old Corey Proctor was found in a green Dodge Stratus on Golden Isles Parkway Saturday. Police say Proctor was shot, but an autopsy is scheduled to find the exact cause of death. If you know anything, you're asked to call Glenn County Police or use the Silent Witness hotline at 912-264-1333.
A man visiting his father early yesterday morning was shot several times outside the Hinesville home. It happened at Eagle Creek Mobile Home Park. Hinesville police say they found shell casings from 2 different guns at the scene. The still unidentified victim was flown to Memorial Health. His condition is unknown right now.
Around Georgia this morning, 2 people are dead after a shooting at a racetrack near Macon. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office said 4 others were injured, including an 8-year-old boy. 2 semi-automatic handguns were also recovered from the scene. The motive for the shooting is unclear.
In Lawrenceville, police are looking for 2 suspects they say robbed a home and killed a man. They say the robbers tied up the man, his wife, and his daughter. When the victim broke free, the suspects shot him.
It's rough being that close to that kind of tragedy, just on the other side of the street, knowing that they could have been your house.
The only description of the suspects right now is that they may have been wearing traffic vests.
Around South Carolina, 3 people were shot as bars were closing early Sunday morning in Columbia. It happened in the city's 5 Points entertainment area, which was more crowded than usual due to a St. Patrick's Music Festival. Police say 2 of the victims were critically injured. The other is listed in stable condition. So far, police have not made any arrests.
New this morning, the body of a 24-year-old woman was found in a ditch in Wake County, North Carolina. The victim's mother is now reaching out to communities in the area to help find out what happened. AJ Genevel has the details.
7:30 Sunday morning, the Wake County Sheriff's Department gets a call to respond to the 7800 block of Caddy Road, quiet residential area off of Fayetteville Road, just south of Raleigh. In a ditch off the side of the road, sheriff's deputies find the partially clothed body of 24-year-old Faith Bevan. Bevan is the mother of a little girl. Sheriff's officials say they don't know how the young mother died or ended up in this ditch. Bevan's family tells me they're heartbroken. They don't want to speak on camera, but they do want the community to see these pictures. Bevan's mom tells me she hopes someone will see her daughter's face and remember her and help solve this case. Feet away from where law enforcement found Bevan's body is a neighborhood.
I can look out my back door and see, I can see the sheet covering the body laying on the ground.
Jessie Gist tells me she saw the flashing lights early in the morning. Gist is a mother herself. She tells me she's never felt fear for her kids in their quiet neighborhood until now.
I have young children that leave out early in the morning and catching the bus, you know, and sometimes it's not even light outside, you know, so it's very scary.
That was AJ Janavel reporting.
In continuing coverage this morning, Savannah Fire has officially ruled out overcrowding as the cause of the Rogue Water Tap House deck collapse Saturday. 14 people were taken to local hospitals. 2 of them were treated for serious injuries. Now, these pictures were sent to us by the Savannah Fire Department. The collapse happened around 4:30 Saturday afternoon. Officials say the 12-foot-high courtyard deck fell, injuring people who were sitting both on the deck itself and underneath it in an open-air seating area of the bar. Chris Clark, owner of Rogue Water Tap House, said in a statement, their thoughts are with those impacted and they are, quote, deeply saddened this occurred during a time of celebration in our city. He says the safety of their customers and staff are of the utmost importance, and they're working closely and cooperating fully with the fire marshal and building inspector. Savannah fire officials worked through the weekend with the restaurant to meet standards for modified operation. They are still investigating what caused the deck to cave.
In our consumer report this morning, the question is asked, are credit card chips really doing their job when it comes to preventing a scam? Well, credit card chips are now a global security measure meant to help fight fraud and identity theft. Visa says people who use the chip say they've seen a 70% drop in fraud, but unfortunately, credit card scams are still a problem. Experts say the best way to fend off identity theft is to regularly monitor your credit and check for any unusual activity.
Lyft is testing a monthly subscription service for passengers who take multiple rides every month. The company is currently testing a variety of all-access plans for Lyft passengers. One plan costs $199 a month for 30 rides. Another offers 60 rides for $399. Uber previously offered a similar service called Uber Plus Pass.
Claire's filed for Chapter 11 protection this morning. The tween jewelry chain says it will reduce its debt by $1.9 billion. During the process, the company will continue to operate its approximately 1,600 Claire's and icing brand stores in the U.S. Claire's becomes the latest retailer to seek financial help from a bankruptcy court.
The Justice Department's landmark lawsuit to block AT&T from buying Time Warner goes to trial this week. It's the first time in 4 decades that the Justice Department has sued to block a merger between companies in different lines of business. The move signals a change in how the government enforces antitrust laws.
A legal battle is brewing right now in the world of dating apps. The parent company of Tinder is suing rival Bumble for patent infringement and allegedly stealing trade secrets. Tinder alleges that Bumble copied the swipe-based premise of Tinder. The lawsuit also claims that Bumble introduced 2 features that were developed when a pair of Bumble's co-creators worked for Tinder.
The 2018 edition of the biggest celebration in Savannah is now in the history books.
Savannah, Georgia, how we feeling?
Thousands of people partied all weekend long for St. Patrick's Day, but this year the festivities were a little different. The hostess city rolled out the red carpet for Vice President Mike Pence and his family. Mayor Eddie Deloach talked about the Vice President's visit to Savannah.
I don't care what party it is, it can do anything but make your city look well if you do a great job. And I knew we were going to do a great job, so I was looking forward to being here. It just puts us on another platform as far as the nation's concerned on what we can deliver and what we can do as a city.
Do we have any estimate yet about what this costs the city?
$10.
$10.
Okay.
I will put that on the front page of the news.
Put it on the front page. See, we're very frugal the way we spend money.
The mayor says he has no idea how much the city spent on the vice president's visit. He says he talked to Mr. Pence about Savannah's Summer 500 program and possible federal funding for harbor deepening. Savannah police say 29 people were arrested over the St. Patrick's Day weekend. That's down from 54 arrests last year. 17 businesses were cited for selling alcohol to minors.
We all know that part of living healthy is, of course, eating the right food.
That's right. After the break, we'll introduce you to a group of med students learning how to use food as medicine. Stay with us. You're watching WSAV News 3 Today.